Hey there, my friends. Okay, y'all, the first official day of summer is literally just around the corner. And it may have you reflecting on how the last season went. Well, at least it should, which may have you thinking about, okay, how do I keep the students all while bringing in new students? And then your mind starts thinking about marketing and visibility, and everything might start to get a little bit overwhelming. So, today in this week's episode, I want to dive into the 4 categories and how to make sure they're all working in harmony together to make sure that you get to your dream count. So, yes, we're going to dive into marketing, visibility, retention, and enrollment. Oh my. If you're joining me, say, hey, Erin, what's up? Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who's with me on my lives now that we're hosting them on Friday mornings. Friday, hey. Let me know that you're here. I always want to know who's with me. Now, if you stumbled upon this somehow, I'm Erin Bird, and I am your hostess with the mostest this morning. And I support dance studio owners and educators to really grow their businesses without the overwhelm, the burnout, or sacrificing their personal lives. You can create your own unique vision of success. It doesn't have to be passion or profit, y'all. You can have both. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. As you're joining us, say hello. And I have to tell y'all, if you come back in on the replay, we want to know that as well. So this is a conversation. And so let us know. Drop a hashtag replay. Let us know that you had to come back in on the replay. That is perfectly okay as well. Hello there. Hey. Y'all, okay, I'm like getting everything kind of set up in this new office. It's slow, but we're getting there. But one of the first things that I had really set up next to my computer is my hand clappers. Y'all, these have been packed away for a while since we've moved offices, and I've been missing them. So, they're back. Are y'all ready for it? Okay, sorry. Hello there. So, today is a total conversation, which means we love to learn out loud here. So, because of the way that this is formatted, I can't necessarily listen in and you tell me exactly what you're thinking. So that is where we have to come together and we need to put these to use. And when you have something that's like an aha moment, it resonates with you, I want you to go in the comment section, right? And I want you to type and say hashtag nugget or, oh my goodness, light bulb moment, or you know what? I knew that, but I really need to focus on it. We want to know what little bits are great for you because it helps anchor in that idea and it helps anyone else who is coming in on that replay. They're like, ooh, I see there's a comment that this is a nugget. I should really lean in because this is good and this is juicy and I want to listen to it, okay? So if you'd like a copy of today's show notes, let us know that as well by dropping a show notes. I am going to be sharing lots of information today, but I want to make sure that you guys get it all down. So let me know. So I want to know who is in the official Done Club. Are you in the Done Club right now? I have to tell you that things went a little different this year for us. And, my daughter, Peyton, who dances, she is not able to do her recital this year. So although she isn't able to participate because of her knee injury, we're still going to go and we still are going to do, all the things and support her friends that are at the studio. So we still have we still, not this weekend, but the following weekend is their recital weekend. So we still have some of those festivities coming up. Good. Okay. So we have some yeses, you're in the Done Club, and some not yet. Okay. So close, I'm sure. And here's the thing. As we're finishing off the season and literally the first day tomorrow, it's gonna be so good. Okay, so Done Club. Okay, so love it. All right, so as the official first day of summer is literally right around the corner, y'all. It's next week. if you didn't know. And so, with that being said, it should be a time for you to like pause, have some reflection, do a little audit of what went really well this year in your studio space. What maybe could have used some tweaks to it. Maybe there's something that you're like, ooh, I've been inspired and I would really love to see this happen for next year. This is the perfect time to do that. And especially when we're talking about retention, visibility, marketing, and enrollment, right? These 4 categories, they have to work together in harmony if we want to see our dream enrollment, our dream studio happening. They are a foundational piece. These 4 things are a foundational piece that have to work together in harmony for you to see that, to get to where you want to be. Okay. Ooh, another recital done club. I'm going to have a good old time this morning. Okay. So now that we kind of have a little finger, a little pulse on where you guys are at, some of you aren't quite there yet done, but it's going to be so soon, right around the corner. Okay. So let's dive in because we have a lot of things to talk about, right? The first thing that we need to focus on first, always, and if we haven't been doing this already, y'all, here's the thing. I'm sure that you are thinking about it and there's things that you're doing, but I want us to get really intentional here. So the first thing that we need to focus on is retention first. Make your students who are already currently with you feel loved, special, supported. Now, I'm going to say this, and it might be unpopular opinion, but you know me. I don't care. I don't care. I'm just going to say. Now, your recital, we were talking about recital. Recital can be many things, right? And there's many reasons to have a recital or to not have a recital. But that being said, a recital, the number one goal should be for retention purposes and enrollment purposes. Yes, we have to, show our families, hey there. We have to show our families hey, this is what we've been working on. They love seeing their students on stage. They love seeing the progression. They love seeing what's possible when they watch those older students. There's so many things that a recital is. But let me tell you, if you are not thinking about retention and being objective and having specific initiatives that you're doing at your recital specifically for retention purposes, you are missing out, and enrollment purposes. And we could totally go into that because it's twofold. But recital should foster retention of the summer, coming back in the fall. It should get people excited and students excited about other opportunities that are available for them. So retention should be number one. Now, my friends, I have to tell you this. When we are thinking about our overall marketing, visibility, retention, and enrollment plans, because we need to have plans for them. We need to be strategic about them. We need to think about what an actual activity is and why it should be considered a retention activity, and what's in it for the families and the students, okay? So retention should be number one. So let me know in the comments below, how many of you did a special VIP enrollment for your current students first? I hope you all are doing that. Not only for summer, but for fall. We should be rolling that out right now. Okay, yes! Oh, so good. Okay, so we should definitely be doing that. Now, retention is something that retention activities need to happen all year long. All year long. The things that we do all year long it's like the sum total, right? So we have little bits of the equation all year long where we're super intentional about what we're doing because, this is a retention activity. We're doing this because we know that this little love tap is meaningful. It fosters connection. It creates loyalty. And when we add it up with all the little retention activities, we will yield a student and a family who is your sneezer family, right? Do you guys know what I talk about sneezers sometimes? Sneezers are those families who, like, I know this is really disgusting, but they don't cover when they sneeze. They will tell anyone, they will spray and tell everybody they know about your studio all year long, not just at specific times because it's like top of mind. Because you're doing these little left taps all year long, they are going to have opportunities all year long to talk about all the goodness that you are doing inside your studio. Not just at recital time, not just at recital time, right? So, or new enrollment time. It is going to be, we have to be strategic, and we're going to do little love taps along the way. VIP priority enrollment ended May 31st for us, and you secured 48% retention for next season. As of today, I have 59%. So good. Now, let me tell you what. For a lot of you, it's that simple. And now here's the thing. You're going to have lots of families who still continue, to enroll. They're just trying to figure out their schedules for the next season. You have some people who are like, not sure what they're going to do. You have me. I am the person right now, and I'm normally not that mom, just so you know. I have not decided on classes or anything like that for Peyton because of her knee injury, and we're going through physical therapy, and we don't know where we're going to be, in the process. So you might have some of that. You might have some families who are just figuring things out, but it should be celebrated. 59%, right? That's so good. And it's just going to keep growing when we work and are intentional about it, right? So good. Okay. So retention, guys, what activities are you doing that you're being intentional about that, hey, this is a specific retention activity that I'm doing this year. So a couple things that some of my clients have done this year and that we've implemented onto their master studio calendar is specific things like let's have a studio-wide roller skating party, right? It was so much fun. The parents loved it. It was so easy for them. It got everyone in the family involved. They rented out the roller rink, and it was such a great time. And it was a way for them to open up it was a season opener, basically. Like they did this, that was their kickoff party. We've had studios who, do barbecues and beach days and, things like, renting out a movie theater and watching a new movie that's coming out that might so happen to tie into something you're doing for a show, whether it be, I have one of my clients a few years back when the new Aladdin came out and they were doing Aladdin for their ballet. They rented out, right? They rented out the theater. They sold the tickets. They made some money. Actually, it was a retention activity, and it got kiddos excited because then, she announced, hey, we're doing this as our ballet. So there's lots of different ways that you can do things like this as retention activities. It doesn't always have to be as grand as doing, renting out a skating theater. There's lots of little love taps, and we can go into that more. But what are some of the things that you're doing specifically for retention purposes? Drop it in the comments. Sharing is caring. This is about everyone, supporting each other and getting better because this is a safe space. So let us know in the comments below retention activities that you love, your families love, and that you make sure to do every single year. Want to know? Drop them in the comments below. Let me get a drink of water, you guys. So, all right. The next thing. So that's number one priority. Remember, guys, retention first. Retention first. Okay. Then we need to move on to visibility. Now, I'm going to step up on my soapbox real quick because visibility is not necessarily the same as marketing. We are going to deep dive into this, you guys. I dropped it last week, but if you weren't here, we are going to be hosting is it next week? I don't even know. Like, I got to look at my calendar. No, I lied. Starting on the 26th, we're going to be hosting the Enrollment Blitz Boot Camp. Now, inside the Enrollment Blitz Boot Camp, we are going to dive into visibility, marketing, and branding. Those three things we are going to dive into. It is a free 3-day training. And then I'm actually even going to throw in on the 4th day, I'm going to throw in a Q&A session. So you're going to get it, but we're going to really dive into this. Okay, end of year picnic with end of year awards, a party with a DJ, and got parents all a surprise free coffee at the coffee shop. And I'm all, yes! Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so if you haven't joined us, you could jump in here. But that Marketing Blitz Bootcamp, it's happening the 26th through the 28th. It's 100% free, y'all. I want you guys to be able to get your enrollment, understand the marketing, visibility, and all that. So we're going to talk a little bit more about that. Okay, so the second thing is visibility. Now, my friends, I have to tell you this. You cannot be the go-to studio in your community if you're not being seen and people don't know who you are. Shocker, I know. But when it comes to visibility plans, when I talk to studio owners, they're like, well, I put some stuff on social media on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram. And, I have stuff on my website. And I'm like, okay. Like, but that's your visibility plan? No, my friends, if you want to be known, let me know in the comments below. Do you want to be known as the go-to studio in your community for whatever it is that you want to be known for? So let me be clear here real quick. I'm not saying like, I want to be, and it could be, I want to be known as the go-to studio over everyone else in my community. Okay, great. But what I really mean is, what do you want to be known for? Who are you being? Do you want to be known for the studio who is like fairy godmother when it comes to tiny tots, right? Do you want to be known as the competitive studio that, wins titles? Do you want to be known as the studio who believes in performance opportunities over competition? What do you want to be known for? And then you have to be seen in your community, and you have to show up in your community consistently for then you to become known as the go-to person for that. Now, a visibility plan, my friends, we are going to dive into this during the Marketing Blitz Bootcamp, but your visibility plan needs to be more than just one vein on your umbrella. Can I clap this real quick? Huge learn this year, made such a difference. Yes. Okay. Visibility and showing up in your community is absolutely key for you to become known as the go-to person in your community. People have to see you over and over and over again, right? They need the brand awareness. They need to understand who you are, what you stand for, right? You have to be able to show up and articulate those. So, my friends, visibility is number 2, right? When we're looking at these 4 things and how do we layer them, right? So retention is like your foundational piece of this yummy lasagna. I made lasagna last night, so I'm thinking about it. It was delicious. Okay, so like that retention is the first layer of your lasagna. The visibility is the next layer, right? I am just sitting here thinking about how often I do food analogies. It works though. It's good. Okay. The next thing on our list is, my friends. It's like, what is that noise? Okay. Anyway, the next thing, I don't know if you guys could hear the noise, but anyway. The next thing that we are going to layer is marketing. Now, my friends, marketing is so much more than just Facebook ads or Instagram ads, or marketing is taking different pieces, organic strategies, paid strategies, things that we put together and meld together to complete a complete marketing plan that's strategic based upon your goals. And your marketing plan should have these kind of like ebb and flow, the peaks and valleys, because it really is going to set you up for success with whatever your objective is at certain times of year. Okay. Marketing is the next layer, because if you've worked on retention, right, and you have families who are sneezers and are doing that word of mouth marketing for you, talking about you, talking you up, okay, then you have your visibility plan and you add your visibility plan to it. And people in the community are starting to know who you are. And then you really get strategic about your marketing and you're like, I'm going to do awareness campaigns, and I'm going to go into writing copy that's talking about the why for whatever I'm doing and what are the belief systems of my ideal clients. And one of the first things that I do with a lot of clients is and it's funny because when I do this, a lot of times clients are like, just give me the answer. And I'm like, no, you need to work on this so you are crystal clear. Before marketing can work for you, you need to be crystal clear about who your ideal families are. And here's the key, my friends. Your ideal families are probably 3 different sets of people. So I'm going to give you a little tidbit today. I want you to think about 3 specific people in your studio, 3 specific families, moms, kids, I don't care, that are your ideal clients. And I want you to write their name down. So I want you to say, Erin Bird. She's my ideal client because she trusts the process. She sees the value in She is always there. Like, I want you, and then that's because, I get it, because I am the ideal client right now. Anyway, then who's an ideal client in your tiny tots? Who's an ideal client in your older kids? Like, I really think that you should think about 3 specific people. Right? What are their characteristics? What are their belief systems? Because that will help you be successful in your marketing efforts. How many of you right now, let me know in the comments, how many of you have your 3 specific people identified and written out why they are your ideal clients? What are their belief systems? What makes you want to have a million more of them? Let me know in the comments. Yes. I'm like, well, of course you do, right? Yes, we do. Okay. So, my friends, that I'm going to give you that. Like, if you don't, that is your homework. That's your homework. Before you go into the enrollment blitz boot camp. Yes, and I wish I could have 100 more of them. Okay, so then you want to come to the enrollment blitz boot camp because we're going to really dive into that. Okay. So yes, my friends. So again, I'm going to throw it in here if you haven't gotten it. Okay. All right. So marketing. Can I ask a question real quick? Really, because this helps me help you. How do you feel about marketing? Like, and you could even do on a scale of 1 to 3 if you don't want to give like, Yes. Read the studio communications and don't ask questions that were already answered. I know, like, right? Those are the favorites. Okay, but how do you guys feel about marketing? Do you feel like you have a total grasp on it and you're like, yes, I love it and it makes my heart so sing. It's my favorite thing to do. That's like a 1. Or a 3 is like, I want to pull my hair out because when I think about marketing, it's overwhelming and marketing, right? And then 2 is like, I mean, I don't mind doing it, but it's not my top thing. 1 to 3, marketing, or marketing, yeah. Where are you on the scale? Let me know. Okay, so that's something we're really going to dive into because I want you guys to feel like marketing doesn't have to be that hard. And the truth of the matter is that sometimes I think the biggest miss for us is that we have to think, or we think, so many of us think that we have to do all the things. And really, it's not true. You don't have to do all the things when it comes to marketing. We're going to dive into that next on the 26th, whatever day, 26, 27, 28, one of those days. Okay. So, you love talking about your studio, what you do. If that's marketing, then okay. Yes. Okay. So that is marketing, right? And that would be like organic marketing if you're talking about it. Now, like in conversation or in the community or that sort of thing. Now, marketing can also be, when we go into that paid marketing and really creating campaigns of awareness and a 1.5. Okay, I got a 2, a 1.5. So we have some people who they're like, yeah, I like it. I like talking about my studio. But there's bits and pieces that I don't love so much. Okay, so we're totally going to dive into that a little bit more when we go into the Enrollment Blitz Bootcamp. All right, my friends. And here's the thing. The last thing we're going to talk about is enrollment. Again, unpopular opinion. I'm about it today, clearly. Unpopular opinion. You should always be enrolling. Okay? Now, I hear it all. When I talk to studio owners, I hear it all. If I have a studio owner who comes to me and tells me, Erin, enrollment's an issue. I need more students. Especially now, I still haven't recovered from the pandemic, which is like killing me. I would love to get to X students. I would love to, I just can't get over this mark. Like when I hear those things, and the first thing I ask them is, when do you cut off enrollment? Okay. And then I hear all the things. Let me know, my friends, and this is all love, but when do you cut off enrollment in your studio? October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, never. Let me know. Because here's the thing. There are creative ways for you to always be enrolling. Always. So many times. Yes. Okay. I just added 2 new baby dancers in the last 3 weeks of class. Yes. Okay, love it. Yes, you are. If there's a hole, it could be filled. No enrollment. Okay. I love that everyone here today is like on my. Okay, February 1st due to recital costumes. Okay. There are ways to work around that. Okay. And you have to decide though. So when it comes to enrollment, I'm going to be the first person to tell you right now that if you come whining to me that you're not making enough money, that you don't have enough students, and then you tell me I can't do it because, I'm going to say, well, is that a feeling or a fact? Is that a feeling or a fact? Sometimes it's about actually taking a look objectively from the outside in and saying, okay, How do I adapt and overcome? How do I still allow the student to start and get them in the door? Because let me tell you, if you say no, someone else down the road will say yes. And I get that we're used to doing things a certain way, but my friends, in business, you either grow, change, and adjust, or you go away. And if you're so stuck in your ways because you think this is the way it's always been done, and if it's not getting you to your goals, then something's got to change. And so, again, I have to say we're going to talk about it because that's the whole point of the Enrollment Blitz Bootcamp. But I hear it all. I hear about costumes and recitals and teachers being, upset about trying to catch students up, or I hear about, oh, now I have to rework, formations or whatever. Like, really? Are we not in a place where we are confident in our skills of making things work? I mean, my goodness, my friends, like, if you go back to the pandemic, we were the kings and queens of adapt and overcome, rolling things out, making it still work. And so, like, why can't we take some of that moxie and tenacity and think about it in our terms of enrollment? Just gonna leave it there, because I could stand on a whole soapbox for a long time about this issue, and that'll be the week of the 26th. But there are some people here, and you guys can see it in the comments, that they have converted, and it has been amazing for them. Increase their revenue, increase their retention, increase loyalty, and not turning people away. Sometimes it's just thinking outside the box and being willing to try something new. So, just saying this all. All right. So, so let's go back to that delicious lasagna that I was talking about, right? Let's do a little bit of a recap here, because I know we've talked about a lot of things, but I want to make sure. Okay, so marketing, visibility, retention, and enrollment. Oh my, right? It is like a juicy lasagna that we have to layer on top of each other. And the foundational piece is retention. We have to focus on retention first, right? Retention is the base. We want to keep who we have. We want to move them up and grow them and give them the opportunity to take more, to do more inside the studio. So retention has to be your number one priority. It is the foundational layer of your juicy, yummy, delicious lasagna. And then we have to create a visibility plan. We have to be intentional. That is the next layer of your lasagna. So you put that layer on, the visibility. For you to be known as the go-to studio in your community, you have to be visible. You have to show up in your community, and you have to do it consistently through many different channels, okay? So visibility, it is your lasagna noodle. It is what gives it, structure and, right? And all of that, it holds it all together. You have to have really great visibility. The next thing is, once you have those layers in, then you go to adding a strategic marketing plan. Now, the strategic marketing plan, it is going to be a combination of organic marketing and paid marketing. We're going to talk about awareness campaigns. We're going to talk about showing who you are, who you be through your marketing efforts based upon very intentional campaigns, very intentional things that you're doing to get to your overall objectives and goals. And then, my friends, when you place all these layers together in your yummy lasagna, your enrollment is the cheese. It's the gooey, yummy, cheesy deliciousness that you put in your lasagna. It is what, like, makes your heart so yum and warmy. And when you put these all together, That is when you get to the enrollment numbers of your dreams. But if you are only trying to do one piece here and there, we're not consistent, we don't have a strategic plan, you will not have a yummy, delicious lasagna, right? You will not have and see the enrollment of your dreams. It just won't happen. We have to be intentional about each layer of the lasagna. What's lasagna? Okay, so my friends, those are the 4 pieces. Now, I have to tell you, we are hosting the Marketing Blitz Bootcamp, June 26th through 28th. It's totally free for you guys. Show up. It's going to be every morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. But show up. We are going to dive into branding. We are going to dive into visibility, and we are going to dive into marketing. And then, just because, I want to make sure everybody gets exactly what they need on the 29th, I am going to do a live Q&A session where you can come in, bring your questions, get them answered, so you can walk away with a custom marketing plan for yourself so you know what you need to do to help you get to your goals the quickest. I am all about the quickest path with least resistance. Okay? So, my friends, y'all need to come. Yes, bring friends. My friends, that's what you should do. Thank you for being a friend. Share it with your... I'm going to make up a full song. I don't know. Anywho, we should be sharing this with our friends. We have friends in our industry that need to increase enrollment, right? So, my friends, bring your friends. This is for you guys to really feel like if your enrollment isn't where it's at, where you want it to be for summer, we are going to give you some actionable tips to implement right away to help you with summer. Then we're also going to talk about the fall. What should we be doing right now to make sure your fall is a success? Y'all don't want to miss it, right? So go on, register, get all the details. It'll give you the Zoom links. Mark it in your calendar. Take your phone out. Give yourself reminders, because, my friends, you do not want to miss this. What I'm hoping is that you are going to decide today that it is worth your time to invest in showing up, playing full out, learning, and taking all these little juicy nuggets and implementing them right away in your studio space so you can get the results that you so desire. But it's all about deciding. Make the decision and move forward. All right, my friends, I'm going to leave you there. I hope that you have a fantastic week. I will see you next Friday for there should be some here, but I will definitely come back in the feed. There should be some. You guys, let me know in the feed if the link came. I'm going to put it in again. Let me know if it pops up. If not, I will come back in and also just send you a private message with it, okay? So, my friends, making sure it's popping up here. I hope it's working for y'all. Okay, so, my friends, I will see you next Friday, the 23rd, for another episode of the Aaron Bird Live Show, where we dive into business strategy, tips, tricks, joy, having fun, right? Celebrating the wins. Okay, awesome. I don't know why this didn't pop up. Interesting. Okay. All right, my friends. If you need the link and it's not working for you guys for whatever reason in the comments, drop the word Blitz below. If you could do that for me, drop it in the Blitz below. Blitz. Ugh. Just drop Blitz below in the comment section, and we will make sure to get that to you. Okay, perfect. If you drop that, I will just shoot you a private message, and it'll be in there for you guys, okay? So know that. I will get it to you, I promise. Make sure to share with your friends. Sharing is caring. But I will see you next Friday, the 23rd, for another episode of the Aaron Bird Live Show. Same time, same place. Come on in, join us, and then the 26th, we are going to kick off that Enrollment Blitz Bootcamp, and it's going to be So good. So I'm going to leave you all there. I hope you have a fantastic day, my friends, and I will see you very, very soon. Bye, guys.